Hey girls, welcome back. Don't forget to like this video first off, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, comment throughout, and let's get into it. Period. Hi, welcome back. Okay, so we are going to jump right in. At first I wasn't gonna show my stomach, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm catching y'all up. Y'all know I'm playing catch up with these videos. I just want to give y'all week by week symptoms and, play it week by week. First of all, let me just say, speaking of my stomach, this is something I'm not used to. If you know me, I've always been tiny. It wasn't until like 12th grade college where I started getting thighs and my hips started spreading, but a stomach, never. And so now that I have a stomach and I'm so small, I just feel like fat. And I hate to use that term. Excuse me if I offend anybody. And I know some of y'all probably like, girl, you don't even have nothing there. Like, what are you talking about? Excuse me. This is just abnormal for me. So when I tell y'all, I literally want to walk around with a sign that says I'm expecting, like, that's what I want because I be feeling so uncomfortable. But anywho, welcome back. If you haven't seen the first video, go check that video out. Come back here and tune in. If you're here for the second time, thank you so much for returning. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. So this video is going to be a combination of week 4 and week 5. Okay, so it wasn't that many changes between week 4 and week 5. I was fairly new, still, freshly pregnant. So week 4, only changes I really had was the soreness in breast. So it was kind of just like I was still coming on my cycle. So ladies, when you're about to come on your cycle, your breasts are really, really tender. They are very sore, and that's how mine were. Like, oh my God, like, as soon as I was touching, it was like, ooh. Like, if I would go give somebody a hug, I would have to, like, be very light. You know what I'm saying? Even still to this day, like, completely sore and tender. Speaking of sore and tender, can we please get into the growth of the boobs? Ta-da! Okay, anywho, yes, very sore, very tender breast. As far as like mood swings, kind of just like if I was coming on my cycle, like I said before, I was kind of all over the place. Very, very, very emotional. More so, I would say like clingy. Like I wanted to be up under the father of my child 24/7. And I think it was more so because I knew, like, I'm pregnant. Like, I'm carrying your child. Hold me, touch me, squeeze me, squeeze me. If you don't know that song, you're probably too young to be on this channel. Just go ahead and exit. Anywho, not just joking. Stay on here, girl. Stay on here. So, very clingy, very emotional, very, very sensitive. Kind of like all the symptoms you would have if you were coming on your cycle. Lastly, for week 4, I would probably say cramping. I was cramping, okay? And I did a lot of research from the time I found out I was pregnant to this day. I researched a lot. I look at girls' videos to see, like, is everything okay with me? Is this abnormal? Is it normal? When should somebody usually expect these symptoms? When not? And so by saying that, let me just say this. Everybody is different, okay? We are going to have similarities in our pregnancies, but everybody's body is different. I don't care how many kids your mom had, how many kids your sister or your brother's baby mama or your grandmother. It don't matter. They are not you, okay? So just know that and keep that in mind. I cramped a lot. And so when I did the research, a lot of women weren't talking about cramping in the very early stages. A lot of people just talked about cramping within the 2nd to 3rd trimester. Because your uterus is growing, you're developing a human being inside of your body. But I did find one person who talked about it, and I was like, okay, like, thank you. And it was crazy because I would go to the comments and there was so many women in her comments saying, I thought I was the only one. I crimped so bad. Nobody talked about this. Nobody talked about that. So I'm here to say from week 4 going into week 5, I crimped so bad. And it just got worse with week 5. I mean, like, to the point that I'm in a hospital because I have to make sure my little bundle of joy is okay. Like, I don't know. I'm a first time mom and everything spooked me. Every little thing spooked me. So, went to the hospital. Everything was okay, of course. But that is perfectly normal. So if you are a first time mom and you are cramping very early, it's okay. Going in from week 4 to week 5, I cramped a lot. I'm trying to think. Week 5, it's my smell. My smell intensified so much, y'all. Like, I could smell anything a mile away and it would be so distinct. Like, I would know what I'm smelling. Like, this might sound weird, but I could smell. It smelled like somebody had a basket of apples one day. Like, they cut them up and just sat them down outside of the door from the hospital I was leaving when I was cramping really bad. And I walked out and I was like, what the heck? Like, I smell apples. Sure enough, somebody close by had apples, but not so close that you would think I would smell them. Like, not within arm's reach, not within 4 to 5 feet. So it was weird to me. Like, I just happened to be walking. I'm going to the parking lot and I look. Somebody literally has apples. I thought I was crazy. I was in my room one day. What was I smelling? I was smelling something. I had something in my drawer. With my clothes and I smelled it. Like, as soon as I walked in my room, I was like, I was like a hound dog. Like, I'm lifting my pillows up. I'm in each and every drawer of my dresser until I get to the right one. And I'm like, found it. Like, it was crazy. Like, that's literally how I was in my drawer sniffing around. I also was at a friend's house one day. I had a homeboy downstairs watching TV with me, and I had another homeboy upstairs in his room, door closed. Like, his room is like, you go up the stairs, it's to the left, all the way in the back, like in the corner. And he was smoking a Black and Mild, and I'm used to smelling Black and Milds, so it's nothing abnormal to me. I know the smell of a Black and Mild, but usually when he's upstairs smoking, you can never smell it downstairs, ever. There's not one time I was downstairs and I smelled him smoking upstairs. Like, never. I would have never known unless I went and knocked on his door and I was like, look at y'all, you in here smoking another Black, da 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 da. But one day I was downstairs and I'm just watching TV, chilling, and I'm like, Sean downstairs? And my homeboy looked back, like, in the kitchen area. He's like, nah, he's not down here. I'm like, damn, you smell a Black? Like, you got a Black burning somewhere? Like, no, I'm not smoking. So I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. I smell a Black. It smelled like he was leaning over my shoulder smoking. Like, I cannot make this up. It smelled like he was right here. That's how potent it was. And he couldn't smell a thing. Like, my homeboy couldn't smell a thing. He was like, how do you smell a Black? You don't smell a Black all the way downstairs. Nothing is lit. Until he went upstairs to his room. And when he came back down, he was like, damn, bro, was smoking. And I was like, I told you, like, I know I'm not crazy. Like, I could smell stuff. Like, it's crazy how my smell has intensified. So that was week 5. Gas. Like, I was gassy. Okay, the gas was rolling in. It didn't have a smell. It wasn't bad. But I was extremely gassy in week 5. We just gonna leave that there because it's nothing to describe. Like, I was gassy. It was what it was. I did, however, want a lot of water. I drank a lot of water from week 4 to 5. I've liked water since before I was pregnant. I know some people can't drink water like that. They like have to have the urge to drink it or it has to be super cold or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. But I've always loved water, but I was really, really, really drinking it right from the time that I found out. As far as like my appetite, that early on, nothing changed. Like, I didn't stop eating something I was used to eating, and I didn't start eating more of anything that I had already ate before, like prior to being pregnant. My eating habits hadn't changed yet. So, yeah, I had a normal appetite, and I've always been greedy. Like, if you know me, I've always ate. Like, that's never been a problem. I've never gained weight easily. So probably throughout my pregnancy, I probably will be all stomach. Like, I probably really won't gain much weight because that's always been a thing. So yeah, when I went to the doctor, I was still the same weight. When I went to the emergency room, because I went to the emergency room, still the same weight. No changes in my appetite. I wanted water all the time, and more than anything, I wanted sleep. I had to sleep. Like I was in my third trimester or something. Like, I had to be in the bed, knocked out every chance I got. Like, it was ridiculous. It was almost like I was on some fucking cough syrup or something. Like, I had to sleep. I could be on my phone and then boom. It's crazy. And I also thought that was a symptom that I wouldn't get until I was further along. Like, but no, week 5, yeah. Sleep was knocking at my door. Like, open up. I'm here to stay. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I have for week 4 and week 5. Nothing too much. Nothing changed drastically, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Didn't gain anything. I just slept. So I'm gonna just wrap this up right here because I'm gonna do a part 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a part 2 now. So if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button if you liked it and you enjoyed it. Hit the dislike button if you didn't. I'm okay with that. Put some comments down there. If you have any questions, if you can relate to anything I spoke about or something I didn't go into detail about in this video, and you want to ask some questions, please be my guest. Yeah, just hit that subscribe button because I'm coming right back with part 2, week 6. Stay tuned.